Good evening. For WRCO News, I'm Joanne Krulotz. You might want to double-check any apple juice you have purchased. Wisconsin State Farmer reports that several apple juice brands sold across the country are being recalled for arsenic levels. The recalls include 2 juices which were sold at Walgreens and Aldi stores in Wisconsin. Products affected in Wisconsin include 100% apple juice, 64 ounces, best if used by date March 25, 2025, sold at Walgreens, and Nature's Nectar 100% apple juice, 64 ounces, sold at Aldi with best if used by dates March 26, 2025 and March 27, 2025. A complaint has been filed with the Federal Election Commission against State Senator Andre Jacques. The Campaign Legal Center alleges Jacques transferred money from his state campaign committee to his campaign fund for the 8th Congressional District. Transactions, they say, violate a ban on candidates directing or transferring soft money in connection to a federal election. The complaint asks the FEC for sanctions, including civil penalties, to deter future violations and an injunction prohibiting future violations. The Department of Health Services is asking for your help. Every 5 years, they put out the Maternal and Child Health Survey. They're evaluating maternal and child health programs and want feedback. The survey covers things like prenatal care, postpartum mental health, birth outcomes, and access to resources. Dr. Jasmine Zapata from the Department of Health Services.
Maternal and child mental health is so important. Being able to have access to culturally responsive providers and healthcare systems, being able to combat social isolation and form connections, social connectedness is so important.
The DHS would like to hear from more African Americans, more people near Milwaukee, and more in rural areas.
It's very important that we have diversity of voices, of backgrounds, of experiences. And so if you could just help us to spread the word, if anybody's listening to this and can help us spread the word to a friend or a family member or at work about this needs assessment, it would be very, very helpful.
If you or someone you love fits that category, the link to the survey can be found at civicmedia.us. Carrying your Social Security card with you makes you vulnerable to identity thieves. The SSA's Abigail Zapote says it's not necessary if you have your number memorized.
We do ask that folks, first and foremost, not carry their Social Security card around with them, whether it's in their purse or their wallet. Usually that's an easy way to be able to lose their Social Security card.
Officials say you don't have to go to your nearest Social Security office to do business with the agency.
They can report a stolen Social Security number to the Federal Trade Commission at identitytheft.gov and then go through our replacement process at ssa.gov/number-card to ensure that they can get that replacement card if they need it.
There's more information about keeping your identity safe at ssa.gov. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation Division of Motor Vehicles will implement new federal requirements for drug and alcohol status compliance and will downgrade commercial driver licenses for non-compliance beginning this Sunday. Through the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's new Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse status checks, state DMVs will be notified when CDL drivers do not pass their drug or alcohol testing. When Wisconsin DMV's new CDL verification system goes live Sunday, all Wisconsin CDL drivers who are not in federal compliance will have their commercial driving privileges downgraded until they clear their record with FMCSA. With a license downgrade, operating a commercial vehicle is illegal. The commercial driver's regular driving privilege will not be impacted. The formal federal rule notes that beginning November 18th, all state driver licensing agencies will be required to remove the commercial driving privileges from the driver license of an individual subject to the commercial motor vehicle driving prohibition. Wisconsin DMV's compliance with the final rule will help keep unsafe drivers off the road. Wisconsin CDL drivers with the federal prohibited status will have their CDL classes downgraded until they can comply with the return to duty process. Drivers who receive a downgrade letter from DMV should work with their employer and their substance abuse professional to complete the RTD process. Once the prohibited driver completes the RTD process with FMCSA, Wisconsin DMV will be notified and automatically release the downgrade, which returns their CDL status to valid. More information regarding this rule and process can be found online at clearinghouse.fmcsa.dot.gov. In 2023, a child under 13 was injured or killed in a driving-related crash every 5 hours in Wisconsin. Proper seatbelt and car seat usage can save children's lives. The Wisconsin State Patrol's September Law of the Month is Child Passenger Safety to help families and caregivers keep their precious cargo out of harm's way. Child Passenger Safety Week is September 15th through 21st. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation encourages all families to take this time to review best practices to keep your child safe. When a car seat is installed and used correctly, it can reduce the risk of death in a crash by as much as 71%, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Protect children with the right seat as they grow. Approximately half of all car seats are not correctly installed, according to data from NHTSA. Choosing the right car seat for the child's age and size and following the installation instructions in the car seat manual and vehicle owner's manual will help keep your child safe. National Seat Check Saturday is September 21st. Certified child passenger safety technicians will be available in communities across Wisconsin to demonstrate how to use car seats, booster seats, and seat belts correctly. According to Wisconsin state law, children must ride in a rear-facing car seat until they are 1 year old and weigh 20 pounds, a forward-facing car seat with a harness until they are 4 years old and weigh 40 pounds, and a booster seat until they are 8 years old or weigh 80 pounds or are 4 feet 9 inches. Moving children to the next type of car seat before they're ready leaves them vulnerable in a crash. Once the car seat is installed, be sure the child is safely secured with the harness every trip. About 8% of Wisconsin motorists do not wear a seatbelt, while approximately 50% of motorist fatalities in Wisconsin are unbelted. Seatbelt use is required by law in Wisconsin for all vehicle drivers and passengers, including children. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources will award more than $6 million to local groups to protect and improve surface water. Interested and eligible organizations are encouraged to apply for a surface water grant. A pre-application must be submitted by this Sunday to compete for a grant in November. Eligible organizations include counties, municipalities, local government units, lake and sanitary districts, natural resource agencies, tribal governing bodies, colleges and school districts, lake associations, nonprofit conservation organizations, river and surface water management organizations, and producer-led groups. Individuals are not eligible for grants but may partner with an eligible organization willing to sponsor a project. Reach out to your local environmental grant specialist to confirm your organization's eligibility. Pre-application forms can be found under the Applying tab on the DNR's Surface Water Grants Program webpage. Right-click the link to Surface Water Grant Application Form 8700-284 and download or save as to create a copy of the form on your computer. Open the form from your local drive and fill out the sections labeled Pre-application. Email the form by Sunday to dnrsurfacewatergrants@wisconsin.gov. The department will be in touch with more information following your submission. Join the Boscobel Area Hospital and Clinics Foundation Thursday, October 3rd for its 4th annual Legacy event and online auction at Boscobel Bowl and Banquet. Guests will experience an evening filled with connection, food, live entertainment, online auction, action, and fun, all while supporting the mission of the Boscobel Area Hospital and Clinics Foundation. At the event, Gunderson Boscobel Administrator Teresa Brott will offer organizational highlights, and Foundation Director Natalie Tollefson will share the impact of giving on rural health care, followed by entertainment from the Madison-based dueling piano act, Piano Fondue. The Legacy event begins at 5 with a cocktail and social hour, and a dinner buffet starts at 6. The dueling piano show begins at 7:30. Business casual attire is suggested. The cost is $75 per person or $525 for a table of 8. If you're not able to attend the event but are still looking to support the online auction, it begins Monday, September 16th at noon and runs through 8:30 Thursday, October 3rd. All bids will be made via the 32 Auction online platform during this time frame. To view items and bid, visit 32auctions.com/legacy2024. Register by Monday by contacting Natalie Tollefson by phone at 608-375-6300 or by visiting the Gunderson Boscobel Hospital. Today is Youth Day at the Vernon County Fair. All youth 12 and under will be admitted free to enjoy all the festivities the fair has to offer at the Vernon County Fairgrounds. There is a fee for the grandstand show tonight, however, featuring the Badger State Tractor and Truck Pull at 7. Cost of admission to the grandstands is $10, with children 5 and under admitted free. A full list of events at the Vernon County Fair can be found online at vernoncountyfair.com.